Iceland is the most expensive trip we have ever gone on, and I know this because I've been tracking our travel expenses in detail for years. Okay, let's dive into the numbers. Our flights Toronto to Reykjavik cost 1,795 Canadian dollars round trip for 2 people. Next up was our camper van. We were gifted our Happy Campers van rental, but if we had paid out of pocket, it would have cost 4,299 Canadian dollars. We did pay out of pocket for insurance. Our travel insurance and insurance for the van totaled 842 Canadian dollars, and our spend on gas for the van was $602. While road tripping, we stayed in campgrounds, which have a nightly fee, and our total spend there was $257. There were also some parking fees, which totaled $27.10. Activities on the trip included whale watching, some museums, and a visit to a really nice thermal spa, and the total spend on activities worked out to 574 Canadian dollars. Next up is food and drinks. We spent $281 on groceries and $262 on dining and drinks. We also spent $101 on coffee and snacks at gas stations. I know, you guys tell me all the time we spend too much money on coffee. And we spent the last 2 nights of our trip in Reykjavik, where we took 2 cabs, which cost $76.44, and we stayed in a hotel, which was $891.62. Side note, the hotel was comped, it was a collaboration, so we didn't pay out of pocket for that. And lastly, we did buy a hand knit hat and some goodies to bring home to our families. The total spend on souvenirs and gifts was $107.29. And our total spend on this Iceland road trip, brace yourself, was 10,119 Canadian dollars, which works out to about $1,000 a day for 2 people. I am shocked. I think you can hear the shock in my voice. Anyways, luckily for us, we only spent out of pocket half of this thanks to collaborations. But don't worry, you can definitely visit Iceland for less than this. In the caption, I have shared some really good tips for how to visit on more of a budget.